YouTube faithful, what's going on? It is Flex Friday, or is it? Well, on PrizePicks, it's not, but in my Discord server, it is Flex Friday. That's right, I brought back Flex Friday. Every Friday, there's going to be 1 to 4 winners getting a free roll out of my pocket. So how it works, they'll put in the lineup for the selected amount. It'll be minimum 25 with the maximum of 100. They put it in. If it doesn't hit, I give them the coin back. But the twist is that it's a lineup they have to tail that I give them. Okay, so it may not be on PrizePicks, it may be on ParlayPlay. It doesn't matter. I make the lineup, they put it in, it doesn't hit, they get reimbursed. A Flex Friday on Captain Crush, but you have to be in the Discord, that's right. Maybe eventually I'll branch it out into the YouTube people as well, but for now, we're sticking with the Discord faithful because they are the reason why I can do that. So, and this week's Flex Friday is going to be different because it's for $1,000. That's right. This kid is getting a $1,000 free roll by me. He's going to put in the lineup that I tell him to tail on Sunday, and it's going to be cinema, one way or the other. If he doesn't hit, I have to pay him $1,000 out of my own pocket. If he hits, he's going to win 5 to 10K depending on how that lineup turns out. And why him and why an inaugural amount? Because this kid needs it. It said that it'll change his life. He's having hard times right now. Very hard times. So we will see what happens. Stay tuned on that front. Next week, it could be you, Papa. So we have 2 MLB games today. Blue Jays, Dodgers, Mariners, the Brewers. And we're going to try to see what shakes out. Yesterday's NFL game, oh me, oh my. Turn back the clock. Flacco, Rogers, cinematic. It was great. Loved it. Full sweep on the YouTube video that I dropped for you guys. That lineup hit, which was right here. Rogers, Flacco, and Chase. This was posted for you guys. This was the lineup we went with. I nuked it. It cashed. And then the free square lineup, I gave you the 2.6x. I said the discounted one with Chase. Just pair it with Aaron Rodgers' passing yards. I also liked his over 1.5 pass TDs. The video swept. So if you watched it, you should have made coin, guys. That's not always going to happen. So when it does, we got to celebrate it, okay? And it wasn't it. We had a Discord live stream and I had a lot of other props that I put out that swept as well. It wasn't that hard to do when we had that type of a game script, okay? Flacco, 47 attempts. Chase, 16 receptions, and Rodgers, 249 passing yards. We just hit the perfect game script. It happens time to time. So celebrate it when it does happen. I hope you guys were able to get coin, man, because I really got that video out early for you guys, and I was proud of what I put out. Now, Bryce Miller is starting versus the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays have looked dominant. First, they looked really weak, and then they reminded everybody why they're there. Vladimir Guerrero, Springer, Jimenez, Kirk, they've all been dealing. They all finally looked like they belong, and now they're facing Bryce Miller. And look at his lines. 2.5 Ks, 3.5 hits allowed, earned runs, 1.5, walks allowed, 0.5, outs, 11.5 pitching outs. Are you kidding me? 11.5 pitching outs, which means on average, he's only going to get 4 innings. And Papa, I like him to not get 3 Ks today. That's right. Now, normally, I would say let's use Crush Bats, my pitching simulator model that printed us money all season. But you can't do it because it's not accounting for the playoffs, guys. It's not. See, look, it's going to put him on average at 15 to 16 pitching outs, which would put him at 5 Ks on average, which it would. If he plays 16 outs, all things considered, he would get right around 5 Ks in a 10,000 simulation. But the pitching outs is at 11.5, okay? So you can't go by this. So why am I telling you this? Because I know there's people in my Discord that are going to, over 3 Ks is 73%. Well, first of all, if you take away the Vegas boost, it goes down to 63%, number one. And then number two, it has him simulating to get 15 outs. This is the playoffs. That's not going to happen. So that means we disregard that. Okay, same thing with the earned runs, the hits allowed, and even the walks. It's all based on the fact that it's regular season. Playoffs is a different animal. These guys will get pulled the minute they start showing signs of getting shelled. Can't just throw that out the window, man. So I have been taking the Mariners pitchers to go under Ks, and it's been feeding. Castillo yesterday went under. I've had plenty others go under in this spot. So I went right back to it. Now, I don't think it's an anchor play because I know it's going to be popular with the last 5 Kings. The last time he did play them, he got right at 3. I wish the line was at 3.5 because I do think that he can push. So if you don't want to take the risk of pushing, you can do this right here. Over half an earned run. Why not 1.5? Even though I do like 1.5 earned runs, because I think he may get pulled before he can realize that equity. So I really do like the half an earned run, and I do like less on the Ks. That's for Miller. And then my next one that I like is simple. It's Mr. Ohtani. Yoshi and Ohtani have made me so much coin. Yoshi just dealt a full game. I think Ohtani's going to rise to the occasion. 5.5 Ks for Mr. Ohtani. I like it. And I also like his fantasy score at 33.5. Now, here's the deal. If you think that they're going to win the game, you got to take his fantasy score, man, because it's going to pay you a full square. If you don't think they win and you don't think he pitches at least 6 innings to get the quality start, fade it and just go with the Ks. I think at a minimum, he's going to get 5 Ks, but this is going to be the most popular play in America today. That's right. Why? Because he's Ohtani. He's going to deal. It's high stakes. We just know he's going to probably have a long leash just like Yoshi did. If he locks in, he soars over 5 Ks. I like him at 5.5 because if you pair it with any random square, it's 2.5x. If you're just looking for 2x, you could take him at 4.5. So those are the 2 pitchers I want to talk about. Obviously, there's things for Gasman that I like too. We'll save that for later. There are a couple of hitters that I want to talk about, and the first one is Mookie Betts. And here's why. We're going to go over here to Crush Bats, the MLB hitter model that I produced, which is available in the Discord right now. You pick the Dodgers. It'll pull up who's pitching. You can get the full lineup here. You get all their analytics, their hard hit, their slugger, their WOBA, their barrel, everything, their batting average. We have Mookie selected. I already ran it, and you can see he's projected for 1.3 hits with 94% confidence, 0.8 runs, 0.78 RBIs. Now, the runs and the RBIs are not confidence plays, okay? 60% and 80%. That's not that much considering MLB. But the hits, over half a hit, 94%. He has 15% chance at a home run tonight. It's righty on lefty, favorable weather. So I went with Mookie's 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I don't like that it's a goblin, but whatever. And then also, one that pays a full square, his singles. He hasn't hit a single in like 3 games, okay, at all this series pretty much. But here's the other thing. It pays a full payout. So if he does just get a base hit, which is a single, this will go green. The only problem with these props, guys, is that if he hits a double, a triple, or a dinger, and you're sitting here at half a single, it's chalk. And my brothers and sisters in Christ, there's no worse feeling than that, let me tell you. It stinks, okay? Like a fart in the wind. It stinks. So you can take that if you're looking for the full payout. If you don't care to take like a 25-cent hit, you can take the 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I think that is crispy too. I showed you the data, okay? This is the model projections right here. You can see it all right here, guys. This is driving my decision. Why is this driving my decision? Because, guys, it's pretty much roulette with these Dodgers. They have so many good hitters that any given night, it could be Enrique, aka Kiki. It could be Teoscar, who I like him tonight. It could be Yarny. Could be Munchie. It could be Andy Pius. It just depends. It's just roulette, guys. So I try to go with the most highest projected one, and today that is Mookie. He has been good in the postseason. He's been dealing, so I am going to take him. And then Teoscar Hernandez is also in the mix. If they had a fantasy score for him, I'd be all over it. I don't see it, but if you want to take Teo at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. And then the last play that I'm going to talk about will be here in a second. But before I do, you can get access to both of those models, Crush Batch pitchers and hitters, which obviously baseball's coming to an end. But I am working on something for NBA. Okay, you will get my NBA model, which will be out for tip-off, and then my interactive model, which is similar to what you just saw for baseball. Probably another 2 weeks, 3 weeks out, but it will be there. And once that launches, I do have to raise my prices. Right now, if you sign up, you're grandfathered in for $25 a month. You'll get all my data models, NFL, which my NFL video is coming out later today, my live streams. Yesterday, I had a 6-hour live stream, and we cooked top to bottom. Okay, I gave winning slips yesterday on at least 5 different apps. Kalshi, I posted the free double up on Kalshi, the daily double on PrizePicks hit. I mean, we had a day in here. Now, like I said, it's easy to do that when the game script goes our way and we just feasted on the overs. However, we did well in MLB too. We really did. Now, real quick, I want to show you this. This was the daily double. It was just really simple. Flacco and Rodgers, this was 2x. I posted a free daily double on Instagram and Twitter using Kalshi, which literally was sweat-free, guys. And I posted that for everyone, which if you're not following me on Twitter and Instagram, you're going to be missing out, because once I get to the threshold of followers I need, I'm going to be doing the live streams, and that is where most of my giveaways are going to be done that are not gate kept in the Discord. The giveaways there, I will be doing Flex Friday for the public at some point. You have to be following me on there. This lineup right here that I made on YouTube, I also posted in my Discord, obviously. It's cash sweat free. I had a 4-man here. Hernandez and Polanco chalk. That was the baseball one, but look at the baseball list. Mookie, Polanco, Kirk, Vlad, and Hernandez. Only Hernandez sold. This here was a 4-man that cashed. I mean, guys, yesterday was one of those days where it was like once in a lifetime almost. Like roll member lineups cashed, my lineups cashed, the daily prop list for NFL swept. I mean, everything went well, guys. Everything went well yesterday. We just had a great football game, dude. And sometimes that's going to happen because football seriously stinks when it comes to getting stuff right. Here's somebody that says projections: Metcalf, Rodgers, Bengals, Polanco, and Guerrero. Cash it all. Trying to find my lineups, but I can't find it. And my boy Burr hit the 25x nuke. He put 40 on it to win 1,000. Here it is. This is someone else that tailed. Chase, Metcalf, Naylor, Yelich, Ohtani, and Guerrero. Shout out to Burr hitting the 25x. Posted under the roll member slip. Only question, who tailed? This literally, if you just tail this line, this is the type of thing, guys. If you just happen to catch a night where this hits, all right, and they happen at least once a week, you're literally free rolling for 5 years. $1,000 win gets you 5 years of the Discord. Like literally, that would get you 5 years of my models, live streams, and services. Now, why am I taking the time to go through this? Because there's only 2 MLB games and we're pretty much beating a dead horse. Here's that 4-man that I was talking about that I posted up. Now, football, it's so hard with the correlation because it just is. They dock you for your pay, so that's extra hard. But anyways, we had a good day, guys. You just have to stick with it and trust the process. So you can get in with a backdoor if you sign up with ParlayPlay, Chalkboard, Sleeper, or Underdog. That gets you 30 days free, or you just click join now. Dub Club is the one that hosts my product for now. Eventually I'll be on my own, but this is what it is for now. So you go here, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year packages. It's all there, guys. Live stream 6 days a week for hours on end, usually, unless I have a life event. There's a live stream for tomorrow. There's a live stream on Sunday before the NFL lock, and that is where we'll be sweating it all. So sign up today. Don't delay, guys. You won't regret it. There's a lot of poverty out there, and I promise you guys, I am not one of them. So please just give me a shot. You'll see I put in the work for you guys. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, Beto. You can't argue with the work. Now, let's talk about the last person that I wanted to talk about. Real simple. Okay, we're going to go to the Blue Jays, and I do want to tell you something. Do not be afraid to go back to the guys that sold you. Polanco, Kiki, Hernandez, you can go right back and put him in a 2-man. Cal Raleigh was in my 4-man nuke. I had Vlad, Cal, Rodgers, and Chase, and Cal sold me for $3,000, guys. I had a $250 4-man power. He sold his soul, and I will not be surprised if he comes out there today and hits a dinger, because that's how baseball works. It's just how it works. So we're going to go pull up my man Vlad, and you can see with the weather, it's actually a slight carry reduction, which doesn't help the ball patterns, but 1.1 hits, 0.55 runs, 0.56 RBIs, 22% chance at a dinger. It is righty on righty, but again, Vlad is just in playoff form. I think you can go right back to him. He's cashed me more often than not, and I think I'm going right back to him. So the question becomes, what play do you take for old Vlad? Welp, you can go to his 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That'll probably be gobified before the day ends. Or you can go to his MLB Live Square, which has been feeding, and take his 2.5 hitter fantasy score in 5 innings. They finally made it a goblin, but this has been good too. This one is basically if he gets a single in the first 5 innings, he's green. Okay, I think that one's good. It's going to be sweaty because he just went berserk yesterday, so keep that in mind. If you don't want to target Vlad today, I don't mind taking someone from that team named Kirk. Nobody's on him. He didn't do much yesterday. I think you could go right back to Kirk at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, or his hitter fantasy score. Either one of those are fine. So those are your MLB slips. And then we do have NBA preseason, which, believe it or not, I've actually been having success with. I've won more than I've lost, which is crazy. Now, whenever you're doing NBA preseason, it's a gamble. 110% we're gambling, guys. But if these guys get 30 minutes, Ant Edwards yesterday got 30 minutes. If I knew Ant Edwards was going to play 30 minutes, I lock everything I own on it, on his little PRA that was there. I actually took under his points because I thought he would play 20 minutes. Usually established players aren't playing 30 minutes. They don't want to risk it. Now, my boy Wemby's been getting there and playing like 25, 26 minutes, but I just know with their system, he could be limited at any time because they're going to be afraid to get him injured. But I do think you could take over on his points or his PRA. Just ride with it. Maybe he gets there one more time for the boys. Maybe he sells his soul. And then with the Lakers, everyone's going to be taking Luka for rightful reason. But again, he's probably someone who's going to be babied. So I'll probably lean on Ayton or Hachimura or Reeves. Same game, easier path. I mean, yeah, you could take Luka. You could just take Luka and Wemby in a two-man and call it a day and hope the studs get 27 to 30 minutes, and that's going to go green. But I'd probably take Hatch, Ayton, or any of those other guys. Same game, easier path. So those are my NBA preseason darts. Any of these four. By the way, I would not take Rui and Reeves in the same lineup. Or Ayton. It's one of the three. That should be a given. So let's go to Parlay, Play, and build this lineup, comment guy. What do you say? All right, Mookie. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, or half a single if you want to get paid more. I'm going to take Mookie in there. See what they got for Miller. Unfortunately, Parlay Play today sold. They don't have Bryce Miller under 3.5 Ks. You can only take under 2.5. And because I think there's a chance that he does land on 3, I'm not going to take that because it takes away my push equity, which I'm not interested in. You could, however, take his 2.5 hits allowed, but for this lineup, we're probably gonna have to just leave him out of the mix. Take him on PrizePicks under 3Ks, over half an earned run. You know what? Maybe we do just take Miller under 2.5 and pray he doesn't get 3. Okay, I'm not nuking today either way, especially with NFL on the horizon. Or you can just take Vlad and Mookie in a 2-man, but that pays 2.5x. This pays 4.5x, and technically, don't forget, Mookie's a goblin technically. I actually think today is better to take it on PrizePicks. Let's see what we got here. Miller under 3, Ohtani at 5.5, Vlad at 1.5, Mook at 1.5 or half a single. This only pays 4x. Bro, what? This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. 4x for 5 plays. I only have 2 goblins in there. Take away Ohtani. Let's see what we got. We're getting the same payout if I take away Ohtani somehow. I mean, this is what is so poverty about this whole scenario, fam. How is this 4x? How is it? Because Vlad's in here with Miller? Dude, this doesn't correlate at all. The case, I don't understand it. He's facing an entire team. I cannot stand this. Look at that. Take out Vlad and put in Mookie's Goblin and you're getting 4.75x. They literally are so poverty. They're so afraid of you making money, dude. They're so scared. 7.5x if you take Wemby's points, Mookie's hits, runs, RBIs, Miller under, and Ohtani 5.5 Ks. I'm just curious, what if we take him at 4.5? What do they change it to? 6.5x. So just depends on what it's worth to you. I think 6.5x is fine. You could do that right there. And then you could add in another NBA preseason. We can't take Vlad with Miller because of the correlation, Doc. It's not worth it at that point. You could ride with Ayton, and then you're getting 12x if you power it. I think just take this right here. If you don't want to sweat Miller, take him out and put in Vlad at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. But this is what I would do right here. Taylor fade. On Parlay Play, you can just go with Mookie and Vlad. Or if you want to gamble and be cute, you go with Mookie and this. This pays 3x. You can do that. In fact, we'll gamble on it. We'll put $100 on it. If you want to tail this, promo code is CRUSH. We don't have push equity with Miller here, unfortunately, guys. I do like Mookie. Over half a single for the full payout. Taylor fade. If you do use code CRUSH, send me the email. I got you with 30 days free in my Discord. Again, don't forget, guys. CaptainCrush.net will get you in there. NBA's coming soon. You want to be with a community you can trust. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.